Connection with device lost. Check connection. Connection with device lost. Check connection. It's a very unspecific error. There are many devices that are being utilized when you're playing a video game. There's the television set, possibly an AV receiver, a video game console, a personal computer, a input device, such as a controller or mouse and keyboard or arcade stick. I would have just said connection with input device lost, personally. But I guess they assumed I'm, a little smarter than I am. Kind of have to go over. Okay, well, it can't be the TV. I can see the TV. The TV is connected. The computer that I'm running the game on is obviously functional. So what other devices are... Oh, the controller. I see. Okay. They give you... That's part of the game, is, they let you figure that one out on your own. Hi, welcome back. This is Daniel Butler, I guess? Shit. Did I just give my real name on this Twitch stream that no one is watching? I still haven't really figured out the whole online identity thing at all. I've never had any desire to cultivate any sort of audience in my life. I've never really wanted to share anything that I like with anyone in my life. And I still don't, really. This is, as I've reminded a few people who have discussed this endeavor, this, entrepreneurial kind of thing. 'Cause it's not too dissimilar from, starting a business, right? You just gotta put in the work and grind it out. I am really just not actually trying to do that. I'm really just trying to focus on getting these thoughts out of my head, because I've tried journaling and I can't do it. I just can't do it. What I end up doing is I end up just externally processing to friends, and not just friends, but people who aren't very close to me. I end up just talking to them and saying too much shit. And not in a bad way. I don't give a fuck, what they know about me or what they think. But I don't want to use up all their time. And this seems like a really good solution, because now, even though I'm not really talking to anybody, I can still externally process all these thoughts without walking around my home talking to myself, which is or my cat, which is, it's fun, but I'd prefer to try to see what other people have to say as well. So yeah, welcome back to Persona 5. I turned the gain down on my mic a little bit, so I'm not checking chats or anything, but hopefully the levels are fine. And like I mentioned yesterday, I will be getting a better microphone, a more, good one. They put in, it costs more, so therefore it must be better, right? They put in the better conductors. I don't fucking know. Let's pull up the Twitch chat. Let's see if drum roll. Let's see if there's any motherfuckers in there. I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone so it's not too distracting. Great. Zero viewers. Good. That's how it should be. Now I can just really go fucking buck wild, even though I'm uploading these to my YouTube channel for posterity's sake, and also, much like keeping a journal, it's nice to kind of flip back and monitor your progress and growth over time. I think that's really cool. You know, like, I didn't used to really get it. I would look at, like, people who stream, and I would look at their channels and be like, oh, these guys, like, they have, like, 400 fucking videos, and, like, the highest count, like, view rate on one is, like, 17, and it was probably, like, some sort of, like, bot farm, like, accidentally, like, got sent there. Who the fuck knows? But, like, oh, you know, I used to feel bad for them, and now I realize I was just making excuses for myself not to consider the same thing, because I really do not give a shit at all. It sounds honestly like getting popular, and this is coming from a place of extreme, you know, financial security. Like, I'm doing okay. I don't need to grow this. I'm not looking for a side hustle. And that's kind of exactly it. It's like, I don't have the need to. I don't have any people who depend on me for financial support. And I was fortunate enough to have a dad who was relatively successful in his career, to the point where he's not, you know, Richie Magoo or whatever, but, you know, they live in a nice little townhome in a nice little suburb, and I know they have enough put away that I don't have to worry about them. I don't have, there's no one in my life. So, like, there used to be, all the time, this is the first time I've been single for a very long time. So not having to worry about, well, like, fuck, what if, you know, something happens to them? What if they get mangled in a car wreck? What if, they get cancer? What if, you know, they decide they want to have a child, and, or what if we need to get an abortion, or whatever? You know, like, so many different things you have to, like, really consider, when you are more involved with other people's lives and playing, like, a supporting role. And I'm not doing that right now, and I think that's awesome, because, like, god damn, man, I was not a good supporter. I mean, just very frankly, I never have been. And the reason why I was never a good supporter, in something that I never understood, because I thought altruism was putting everyone over yourself, and more so not that, but kind of at least putting up that appearance. You know, like, trying to make people think that that you're there for them and that you can provide that support. But when push comes to shove, and they actually did, I wasn't capable of providing it. So it's really disingenuous, I think, to act that way without first addressing, wait a second, like, kind of taking stock of, like, what I need first, before I can really start to invite other people more intimately into my life. And that's something that I really want to fucking do this time. No fucking around. You know, people can get hurt, and that's the last thing I want to have happen, is to hurt anyone. So, yeah. It's a lot of heavy thinking. I've recently learned that a lot of my friends who I never would have thought would be in therapy are now going to therapy, and, like, I'm so fucking happy about it. Like, I'm, like, unbelievably happy about that. It really feels like, oh my god, like, there is hope, you know? Like, it takes a really long time, like, the epiphanies that I've sort of been coming to over the past couple of years, you know, really only because I got on the right medication, but, like, just hearing it is, like, so fucking validating and, like, exciting to hear. I'm really, really, like, really in a good place right now with how, kind of like the feedback loop I'm in, I suppose. It's like, I feel like I'm all in like a ideal, like, sort of like workers' commune, but instead it's like emotional and mental health. God damn it, what am I supposed to be fucking doing? Help me, internet! Which one? System. And config. God damn it, it's so buried. System settings. Network functions. There we go. You know, there's some dumbass setting I have, either on my PC or Steam or within the game, that is not allowing that to just connect automatically. It's not a big deal, it's just my sessions are never really that long, so it's like, oh fuck, I don't remember what I was doing. Okay, so, surprisingly more people studied in the library, or went to a movie, or went batting, or did laundry, or did job, than they did hanging out with their friends. I wonder why. Like, what was... You know, I think the day before it was the opposites, and I think it's not raining out. Like, all my, like, internal persona, like, quick tip knowledge, you know, like, oh, you should do, there are specific things you should do when it's raining, like going to the dungeon is good when it's raining because there's extra shit that falls on the floor and stuff. But what? Oh, you know, it is Saturday. Ah, maybe that's it. Because I can spend the entire... No, fuck, it's Japan, so we're at school on Saturday. I guess that's how that works. I've never actually figured that one out. So, like, what the fuck do I do? I guess I'm just... fuck. I wanna... okay. I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna hang out with Ryuji, my boy. I just gotta make sure I have his, whatchamacallit, he's a chariot. And I can also hang out with the lady. She's death. So do I have a death? Or I do have a chariot. Alright, let's go hang out with Ryuji, see what he's up to. And to do that, I will hit the... Fuck, not that button. Fuck, not that button. I will hit... Map. And I will hit, Oh, shit! I need to sell all that shit I got from the fucking dungeon. I never did that. Oh, fuck, I almost did a funny voice. Good God. We gotta be, vigilant there. Yeah, I've heard, airsoft guns in Japan are like a huge thing. Not like a huge thing for me, but like, airsoft guys, you can, I guess you can like buy them like really easily. I don't know. No fucking idea. I love this dude, by the way. I love his little poses. He's like leaning. And then when he hit this button, he's like, oh. And then God, it's so good. You're like, oh, look at this badass. He's like smoking a cigarette. Oh, he's so cool. He's so cool. And then you click the button. Ah, it's a lollipop. Gotcha. Smoking sucks. Like cigarettes. Obviously, smoking other things is pretty cool. Even my state says that now. I think it's okay for me to say that without the feds knocking my door down. But yeah, I've unfortunately I used to smoke throughout my 20s. Not too hard. You know, like I never like yeah, look at all this shit I got. I never was like a pack a day smoker. But unfortunately, recently, in the last couple months, I picked it back up. Mostly just from, like, the anxiety I was dealing with, and some of the external, like, stress I was dealing with at the time. And, you know, like, I've done the reading. Like, there's no actual like, the motivation for starting smoking is completely absurd. You know, obviously it can be peer pressure, but a lot of times it very much is just a desire to demonstrate to others, like, I think I'm cool. And that's so weird when I think about it that way, because I'm never, like, consciously considering that as a factor, but I think definitely on a subconscious level, yes. I mean, I was exposed to so much, like, smoking is cool media as a kid. My older brother smoked, and my dad smoked up until he was 40. And, yeah. Solid Snake smokes. Come on. That guy's cool as hell. Maybe not the take I would have had if I hadn't played that game when I was 13 and super impressionable. Obviously, as an adult, playing Metal Gear Solid, Snake is kind of pathetic. Big Boss is cool, but he smokes cigars. Okay, so I sold all that shit. I've got 100 G now, which would translate roughly to 1,000 US dollars, right? Give or take. I'm very lazy with the translation from yen to US dollar. I am one of those people who just takes the like the penny, like the decimal, and moves it 2 over. So it's like, oh, 100,091 yen is like 100,091 cents. You know, like pennies. So when I think of it that way, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's $1,000. And then I look at the exchange rate and the actual number, and I'm like, fuck, man, that's close enough. I got there. And I've been following that rule for like the last 20 years. And I think the exchange rate has fluctuated since then, but I still think I'm like kind of in the same range. I'm still looking at these fucking things. I think I have all the good ones. Both of these suck. I have better shit, apparently. Morgana has the good one. Do you need this Heat Whip? No, you don't need the Heat Whip or the Fundo Kusari. That's good. Wow, so we made bank, and like I don't even have to buy any new weapons. And he's not selling any new guns. Yosh. Buy protector. Alright, we got shoulder pads. We're wearing a very nice cat sweater. And, Ann is wearing her confident camisole? Camisole? Yeah, whatever that is. And, I'm wearing, everyone's got the teen, like, I've got 2 guys wearing teen glasses, because it gives, well, I can't see from here. Can I, what if I, yeah, I can't. That's a shame. I wish I could see the info on, oh, here we go, compare. Ha! Glasses that allow one to see clearly in the fog. Plus 15% XP. Plus 15% XP means less time that I have to run around in a circle in the game. Although I think, again, like I said, like I think one of the cool things about Persona 5 Royal is that normal is like it's really kind of like a story mode. Like I can just walk through the dungeons, I can fight the monsters that are right in front of me, and I should always be in a position of advantage. Like I don't feel like I trust this game that it's not gonna like have this weird or wild divergence in difficulty curve, because like so far it really feels like they took that seriously, because they were like, guys, like this game's hot, you've got a hot game, but you need to put it on platforms, more platforms, and you know, you need to make it for people who don't want it, or who are repelled by the idea of like grinding up your guys, who see that time spent as wasteful. And I empathize with that. I do think it's very wasteful in some respects. Hey, inmate. I will say these the lolly twin cops are way less annoying in Japanese, but they're still annoying. I hate them. I fucking hate them. I am not into that shit. I like that little turn of phrase you did there, whatever. Wordplay. Unusual, usual. Whoops. I'll just say I think the reason why is because, like, calling me inmate over and over is, like, obviously, like... No, again, no one does that in English. Like, you don't... I know this is a fucking video game in Japan, but, like... just... It just sounds weird. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Nothing's coming to mind. So why the fuck did he pull me in here? Or did I just, like, walk in of my own volition while I was, like, stumbling around fucking talking about God knows what? I would like a special battle, please. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I'm not ready. I'm not even going to try. I'm only a level 12 burgers. I need to be a... this says it's for a level 20 burgers. So I need 8 more burgers, and, I don't... Honestly, I don't really have any need to go here, because... Oh, what the fuck was that? What? I just saw something about mine worker when I was over the toilet? Did I? Ah, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking seeing things. Oh, okay. I didn't... Oh, shit! Is this some, like, Persona 5 royal shit? Because I don't remember this. I feel like I can do this. Yeah, so I probably just have to check that every once in a while and wait for it to trigger again. Oh, there's Let Your Mind Wander. Oh, wow. Interesting. Why here, of all places? You know, I don't need to know any of that. I just don't care. I mean... Like I said, like, most of the mechanics in this game are, like, really self-explanatory. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. It's just a little too much. Like, and that's cool that they siloed off all of that detail. It should be in, like, a place that you can access without stumbling into it on accident. That's backwards as fuck, but... Yeah, I just don't really need as much explanation on the mechanics as this game seems to think I need. There probably should have just been like a, I've played an RPG before, thank you, like toggle at the very beginning. But I think that the way that sometimes they phrase it, like, kind of prevents me from it, because it's like, hey, would you like tutorials on? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course, because what if you, like, teach me something very specific to the game that I need to know? Or something like that, right? But you know, if they phrase it, and some games do this, where they phrase it where it's just like, have you played action games before? Have you played an RPG before? Then you could turn off like specific guidance for like, oh, so like when you, or if you've played a Persona game for instance, that would be a good like thing to select, because it's like, oh, okay, so you know how like the demon negotiation stuff works, like you have you played SMT3, that, you know, that kind of thing. It would be cool if they had more choices like that at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so I was gonna go hang out with Ryuji, and I think he's at the fucking school. Oh, maybe he's not, because I only have a little tarot card for here. Okay, it even tells you if I hit this button. It's Takemi. Free pass. Free pass. I'm gonna guess that means like it's like the Persona 5 equivalent of like the J pass or the JR pass, where you can just like ride there for free. I'm assuming, or is it like free pass? Like I can get a pass there. Like I don't know. It's probably the train thing. Okay, we're gonna go see the doctor then. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm stressed about exams. Fuck it. I'm gonna go study. Fuck it. I was wrong. I want to be able to, I forgot, like, if you do well on the exams, like, they always give you, like, a little good boy pet, you know? They give you, like, a little care package of, like, meaningless items that I will never use. But, like, you know, there's something about it. There's just something, like, there's something fun about playing the role of, like, this dude who's not only, like, it's like power fantasy shit, I guess, but, like, not only am I this, like, crazy sociopath who's friends with everybody, but I'm also, like, smarter than, like, this lady, this diligent-looking student, Makoto, who we don't know is Makoto yet. I think it's funny as hell that he's, like, also the smartest fucking kid in school, but, like, no one really talks about it. Da-da-da. Okay. This motherfucker took my spot. Yeah, okay, so it says during bad weather. It, like, just out and out just tells you this shit nowadays. During bad weather, your knowledge will go up. So yeah. So, like, this might not really be that great of a, decision, because, like, I don't really care about Guts. If I recall, like, what I need for Guts is I get to talk to the gun shop guy and start that social link earlier. And gun shop guy is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not as cool as getting, like, 3 potions for being in the top 10 exam scores. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I will be a little bit more choosy with my study. I wish I could study with this lady. So, wow, all of this, and we are finally deciding that we're gonna go see the doctor again. Also, I need to figure out how to start the social link with the teacher, because I remember her, like, skill being, like, unbelievably broken. It, like, allows you to drink coffee or some shit. Or no, you can go to her house to get a weird massage, and then you are, like, empowered to do more things. Or something. It's like, if you don't prioritize that immediately, the game is completely different. It's just so weird. It's like such a, like, massively unbalanced perk versus all of the other perks in the game, and there's no way to know what tree is going to unlock what perk. Which is a brave choice in design, I'll say. It's kind of cool, though. I mean, life is a box of chocolates. Okay. So, wow, okay. Wow, look at all of this fucking shit. God
診察室にどうぞ。
damn it. This is gonna be the entire fucking episode.
どれ？
Is me figuring out what to do in
どれも
one
効果は
day.
保証する。決まったの？
Definitely buying more of these. You can never have too many. I've gotten really good at actually using items these days in my video game playing career.
あ、そう。
I don't really need those. Dia is just... I already have media, you know? It's like, I don't need this. And I have about 4 or 5 of all the other stuff. I kind of take like the Oregon Trail like approach to item shopping, where I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy a little bit of each, you know, make sure I'm covered. I remember in Oregon Trail, I'd always like try to buy at least a little bit of the shit. It's like, oh, well, you want another axle just in case. You never fucking know, you know. You can't always cock the wagon and float it across. Okay, so in conclusion, we are going to that goddamn. Oh, we can go to the batting cages. What do these do? I have no idea. I don't remember.
これは。
Yeah, let's take a look.
なるほど。
Okay. I'm not willing to embarrass myself by playing this game on stream today. I'm really fucking tired. Yesterday was the 4th of July here in this country, America. And it sucked. It was so fucking loud. I'm old, I don't give a shit about no fireworks, but you know, outside it was quite rambunctious outside my place. And it didn't stop until about 2 in the morning, so I actually left work early because I was like, I'm too fucking tired, man. I don't want to do this shit. So I'm also like way too fucking tired to be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway because I've got to build the habit. Otherwise, you know, I gotta muscle through it. I am not going to muscle through a shitty day at work. And I had this Friday off, so I'm gonna be making that time up. I'm just gonna work a little bit of time on Friday. No big deal. $43 miles an hour? Shit, even I could hit that. Okay, I don't want to do that. But I will later. What else? I haven't been to the laundry room. I haven't been to the laundromat yet. What's this guy gotta say? Tacos, video games, and K-pop. Taco about boyfriend material. Thank you. I'll be here all week. I'm tired of listening to this hooligan and his tomfoolery. I feel you, old man. This is exactly why I decided to start streaming, because so many... I'm generalizing here. But it really does feel like the cream that rises to the top regarding streaming platforms and streaming talent, it's not what I would have liked to have heard. Like, I wrote off Twitch entirely because I just thought it was like loud people reacting to things. And like, that's just not like a white noise that I really have any interest in. The way I'm trying to frame these is basically like, yes, 95% just a way for me to discuss what's going on in my mind. But also, you know, if there is someone out there who is into the process of playing video games and using streaming to grow as an individual, then like that's awesome. Like, welcome aboard. I'm happy to have you here. I hope you find this interesting. And I hope you find it inspiring. You know, I think, like, everyone needs to spend a little bit more time being introspective. And the problem is, when I play video games, and I don't think I ever got to the point where it got to be a problem. I don't think it, like, negatively impacted any of my... Well, sometimes, because there would definitely be times where I'd be like, ah, fuck, I don't want to go out, like, I just want to play this video game. But that was generally because I was tired for other reasons. I'm not going to rule it out. It definitely, I could see it being a contributing factor to some of the, like, the loneliness problems I've had in my life. And especially with, like, my passion towards them, mostly just, like, wanting to discuss them on, like, a really, like, analytical level, and, like, from a, like, very specific, like, perspective. Like, I'm not, I don't know, like, I'm not usually, like, wanting to join in on the conversation with video game critique. And I suppose that's a little, I don't know what that is, but I prefer to just, like, kind of think it through myself. Like, I feel like I come from a pretty good, already learned perspective. Like, the nature of my job, I have to go through, like, multiple QA processes and feedback sessions with the work that I do, and I majored in film, so there was a very similar experience in school. You know, a lot of back and forth feedback on the work that you were doing, and, you know, things that you were doing well and things that you could improve, because it's such a, like, subjective thing. You know, like, you really, it's very difficult to evaluate a person objectively in a film school, which is probably why a lot of people are just like, oh, that's an easy A, right? But, like, it's kind of a problem with our education, because it's just like, well, I've always had sort of a knack for presenting and being in front of people since I sort of learned to not really have too much fear regarding it at a young age. And that mostly came from really feeling completely alone. And like, it doesn't matter. Nothing I do matters. No one sees me anyway. So in order to, like, grab hold or, like, get even the slightest amount of attention, you know, you can just be completely fucking crazy. And that will at least get people to laugh. And getting them to laugh is better than having them make fun of you. So, through those conclusions, I was able to really find out how to be disarming, I think, because I really just laid it all pretty bare all the time. I've never really had any worry about showing any sort of vulnerability. I don't think about, like, I don't know, it's just, it's something that I don't have too much insecurity about. Of course, there probably are aspects that I'm not thinking about. I am fucking tired. I went to Shibuya. God damn it! Fuck. Did I go to the fucking library? Did I study? Did I ever fucking study? This is what playing video games with ADHD is like, by the way. It's not just me trying to be entertaining too. This is just how I always am. I'm like pacing around in circles like constantly in video games. Like, did I go here? Did I do this? Man, he's more of a serious student than he looks. I do love this. This is fucking hilarious. Wow, this guy's studying. So cool. It's a good bit.
よーし
Yeah, I know, right? Although Yosh was a weird thing to associate with that line. Probably not, I don't know what liberties they took with the... This is definitely a dub-titled game. Like, this is not completely literal. They should not have both. It's just too big of a resource. Like, these games are like 10,000 pages long. I don't think you could really justify having like a dub-titled script and a script for Japanese audio enjoyers such as myself. That's too much to ask.
帰るとするか
Like, when you think about all the other things they really need to be fucking doing with these games, it's just like, let's make a note of it, but we will come back to that one in like 5 years when we have some kind of fucking AI translator thing, whatever. Ugh. You heard anything about stuff happening in Kamoshida? Nope. Do you need something? Oh, I'm sorry, man. It's gonna be fine, I promise. I've played this game before. And if you, who are watching this, haven't played it, then I'm sorry. Maybe it doesn't turn out okay. I mean, this is a new version. I actually have no idea. Totally gonna suffer. Yeah, we will fucking figure it out, dude. We are in it to win it. You do not have to worry. We will be just fine. Yes. Oh yeah, no problem. Dude, thank you. Like, I appreciate that you reached out. I will not. Yeah, exactly. I am, like, my character is trying as hard as fucking possible to be a rock. I don't know, I guess I should say a little, even though I just got lost for way too fucking long. But I'm not gonna let him know that. I appreciate that. Yeah, fair. I get it. Oh shit, I can hang out with Sojiro. What else can I do? Oh yeah, I want to do all the setting. Shit.
いいか
どうする
Let's take a poll. What'd you guys do? Yeah, almost everyone studied. I want to brew coffee. How did someone brew coffee? God damn it. I kind of like that they put in the New Game Plus, like, option, like what people are doing in New Game Plus too.
なあなあ
Cause like, it's like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. How did you do that? I gotta figure out how to do that. So now I'm just like, well, I go up to the coffee siphons. This is used for brewing coffee. I think I probably just gotta get closer to Sojiro.
へえ
But I could get closer to Sojiro after first semester exams are over.
どうする
戸締まり頼んだぞ
Peace out, brother.
へえ
That's so cute that he watches. I like cat form Morgana. Not the mascot form is kind of goofy looking. Okay, we made it through one
さ
day.
てと
Oh, I forgot about the Sunday TV. Yeah, the one with the theme song. can we do
よ
here?
ーしどうした
Yes. I wish I got prompted before I sat at the work desk. Like, hey, do you want to... well, I don't know. Gotta think about that one, actually.
やれやれなあ
I guess what it should have is consistency with like all of the other hobbies. Like if I click on the other hobbies, I usually get a yes/no prompt if I want to enter that like engine or load that level, the crafting level.
よーし
That one's just like, nope, fuck it, we're sucking you in. Now you gotta sit through 3 seconds of loading, not even like a split second maybe. I'm a film critic, you know. Of course, the video game is not gonna it's not gonna think much about criticism or the purpose of critics in our society. All the while enjoying a fine cup of coffee. I don't really... I mean, neither of these are what I would say. I guess I'd probably say, yeah, that's cool, man. But then he says, like, a really douchebaggy thing. There's... like, I'm not intimidated by you. That's a weird assumption to make. Again, some things feel a little lost in translation at times. Yeah, okay, no, this guy sucks. Fuck you. I hope you died on your way home.
おおなあなあへえ
I'm gonna make some coffee
Ew.
tomorrow morning. That's something I have to look forward to. I mean, I do that every day, but it is one of the things that gets me out of bed. Is someone who is trying not to do any sorts of drugs, except weed and coffee. They're pretty good. I like those drugs quite a bit. Although I'm trying to not have them as much, but caffeine is really fucking hard, especially when you were up until 2 listening to people blow shit up. You know, and like, honestly, I'm not even that upset about it. I wouldn't say I'm upset about that. I'm willing to make that sacrifice for the community to blow shit up. You know, people really like fireworks for some fucking reason. I don't understand personally. I think they're fucking annoying. I think they're dangerous. I think they're loud. But in different circumstances, hey, who knows? As long as you're using them responsibly. And using them, you know, pisses off the cops, that's cool, right? They're illegal in this state or some shit. I have no fucking idea. Can I use this yet? Nope. So what does he want me to do? Okay. Yeah, I'm not, believe me, I'm not. I have had a cat. I've owned a cat for a long time. And in my previous relationship, not once did I ever ask them to clean the litter box. What an awful thing to ask someone to do. I would never do that. I would never, ever, ever ask anyone to do that for me. Network! Help! People went to... Oh, yeah, you can watch movies in this game. That's a good fucking idea. I want to go see a movie. So, we will look at the rail map, and we'll take a look. And we will slowly figure out where I'm supposed to go. I'm assuming I'm going to Shibuya, you know. That's like the place, right? And I can almost sort of visualize like a theater being on like the central street. but this is not what I was expecting. So we're gonna look at the minimap and we're gonna look at the icons and try to suss out where this movie theater is located. And it does not appear to be here, unless this 24, you know, like, I think they made a Jack Bauer movie at some point. And as we all know, like, oh wait, no, that was Kojima. I think he was a huge 24 fan.
どれにしますか?
Because of course he was. So good, it's practically royalty. This stuff is not worth the turn I'd have to waste to use it.
どうする?
There's a lot of healing items in this game for a game where healing spells are just growing on fucking trees. Like, the older Persona games, there would be times, or, you know, SMT games too, there might be times where maybe you didn't have a demon with Dia for a while, because you couldn't, it was harder to import skills over. But now, it's like, you get one demon with Dia, you hang on to that motherfucker until you get media, and then etc., etc. And SP restoration in dungeons is like way more friendly. I think like the only one where it was really kind of tough was Persona 5 or Persona 3, the original release, where you would get tired in the dungeon. But even that, like, it was actually pretty fun to hack. Not hack, but like in the literal sense. But buy some of these. This sounds good. You could run. They really tried to get you to not fucking play through a whole dungeon in a day in Persona 3, or it wasn't. They weren't dungeons. You just go through Tartarus in that game. But like, there was a whole mechanic built in. It was like, after a while, your characters would just be like, "I'm fucking done. We've been in here for hours. You sick fuck." Like, this, like, do you not realize these dungeon sessions are like 4 hours long, and your average Final Fantasy dungeon or JRPG dungeon is like 30 minutes long? Like, you are not, this is a sick thing to do, and you are a sick man or person. And yeah, they would get tired, but you could push through. The only thing tired would do is basically it made them very, very susceptible to critical hits, and like they would take double damage, I think, on their weak points and stuff. So it was like not a great idea to be in there, because like Persona 3 is definitely one of those games where it's like most of the time you'd be fine, but it had that kind of fun, cool, in my opinion, fun and cool thing that old school JRPGs would do sometimes, where it's like, oh, you just walked into a fight and like you didn't fucking like get a sneak attack, or like you got back attacks. Well, you really should not have done that, my dude, because these guys are gonna wipe you before you can even do anything about it. And yeah, that is gone from this series for the most part. I think it's really hard. Like, you have homunculuses now, like those revive the main character when they die. In this game comes with 10 of those, like, right off the bat. But, like, yeah, it was always, like, a really real fear and anxiety that I would have in the back of my mind. Just like, oh god, like, I'm on top of my shit in this game, but it's still, there's always a risk. And, living in that fear is really fun. For me. But it's also like just such a huge commitment, you know? Like having to live in that mindset for 120 hours, however long these games are.
違う。僕の人生に、いや、運命に答えがあったんだ。
I wish I wish I was still moved by film.
帰るぞ
Wish I was moved by anything. I get moved by music quite a bit emotionally. And I can certainly learn things from film. But generally when I'm watching them, I'm really sort of watching them like this, because I've learned too much about the process of their creation. So I like kind of it's like this makes me sound this makes me sound very pretentious, but I'll only say it because I do think there's a little bit of truth in it. But like even approaching film in film direction and production in the small way that I have, making student films that ran 10 to 15 minutes long on mini DV tapes. They weren't even shot on film, and this was before like solid state storage had become this ubiquitous thing. I basically took film at the worst possible time. Because like it's all standard definition video that looks really bad today, and it's on a format that degrades over time. But yeah, like even having that experience, a couple of years of like really being in it, you definitely, like when you're watching stuff, you don't forget a lot of that stuff ever. Like you really you approach it from a perspective where you're just like, oh, I kind of think I know what they were trying to do here, or at least I'm a little bit like maybe I wouldn't say that I know more than others, but I think I can empathize with the overall collaboration that's involved in video games and filmmaking, more so than the average person, because I know that it's not like there's so many fucking people who add things to it that it's like impossible to like really think of them as anything else but like almost sort of like giant collaborative projects rather than just like one association with a director or producer or like an auteur or what have you. Even in your auteur films where, you know, they are working with like generally a person who's probably running a pretty tight ship and knows what they want. Like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Oh god. Well, this one's more expensive, so we'll buy that. And I can only buy one. Oh wait, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we did it. We did it. I'm good with that one. Did I forget about the fucking TV show? Is this it? I thought it would be the guy from Persona 3 again. Interesting. He's not in this game? And there were only 2 options. There's usually 3? Huh. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, anyway, so my point is, like, man, I don't know. Like, fucking work is crazy. Like, organized labor is the coolest fucking thing. We should have more of it. We should really think about what that means and what humanity can produce if we are all supporting each other in a collaborative way. And not just producing things to satisfy a few people. I don't need to do this shit. Da-da-da. Okay, next. Can I do anything here? Can I do anything with this TV yet? Is the secondhand shop still open? I think it's on this street. Like, right? Oh, I I can go see another movie. Let's see. If I was a secondhand convenience store, what icon would I be? I would be the recycling icon.
どれにするんだい?
Yes! Yes! We have a DVD player. How many of these can I buy? This seems like I should just fucking buy these. Like, is there any reason why I shouldn't buy as many of these as possible? Like, there's a finite amount of crafting items, I would assume. I don't know. I mean, surely, what's the sacrifice if I purchase these? That I have less, like, fucking walking around money? That I won't be able to buy the most expensive next weapon, instead of doing 54 damage, I will be doing 47 damage? I think I can sleep with that. Alright, what did we do, people? Jesus. Most people took a bath at Morgana's suggestion, and I was planning on doing the same. At the rate that I am playing this game, freshly bathed old person. Incredible.
Nana.
Oh shit, I forgot about this too. Up to 4 items can be washed. Sooty armor. I felt like I got more than 2. I remember fucking up these like cavalry boys who just kept dropping them one after the other. Okay, they stack on each other. So I want 2 men's equipments because I think like one for me, one for Ryuji, and then the unisex. I guess that's just gonna be what An's gonna get. Or Morgana if something.
Nana.
Yeah, mine does too. Oh, is this a time passing activity? Shit.
Oh?
I didn't realize that. Old pajamas, old Duke's coat, and the succubus pajamas.
帰るぞ.
Shit. Well, I don't know if that was really all that worth it. Yes. Fuck. I don't think I can, like, read any of these yet. I'm too dumb. I'll try this one. I mean, it's a fucking Lupin book. I can read this, right?
Nana.
Yeah. Cool. I have some pages. It's very satisfying to read a book in this game because of the like segmented way. Because like you don't get any points, so the whole time you're like leaving a book unaddressed. It's like, oh man, I gotta get those fucking points. They're talking about Slumdog Millionaire in 2019, which is when this game came out.
Oh?
Seems like that movie can change your worldview. This person is, yeah. I think that's true. Kind of. It needs to be... A movie cannot do that by itself. I wish they could. I don't think they can. My favorite genre, believe it or not, is neither of these. I actually would say, gun to head, it would have to be drama. I don't really get much out of action these days. I think there are some spectacular action films that I love with all my heart. But I'm past the age of like really caring about them unless they demonstrate some sort of insane athleticism. Then that is cool. But just like a dude with a gun, like shooting guys, like, they're all the fucking. They can be done very creatively, but I just not something that I'm like. Even if it's a good one, I'm like, eh. So I'm just gonna say I'm not telling you. Fuck you. I'm just gonna be an asshole. I actually do really like spy movies, and like heist films. Spy, and I think of spy and heist, and thrillers kind of have a kindred spirit with each other. Wow. They're always showing new films. This month, Mission Impossible 7,
まったく
Oppenheimer, Barbie. You know, I don't know about that. My thing... Oh, okay, she's talking about the actual grammar that we're using. Okay, fair. It's like, lady, who gives a shit if our handwriting is bad? I can't tell you how frequently I was criticized as a child by teachers for not being able to hold a pencil correctly because of my fucked up, weird brain, and not being able to write very legibly. It was a constant source of harassment as a child, and it was frustrating because it's just like, fuck, I just cannot fucking do this. I cannot.
答えて
And it hurts my hand to hold it the way everyone else is. And it's so fucking annoying to me that I have not written anything down on paper in maybe, I can't even fucking remember. I've done it maybe 5 times in the last 5 years, you know? Like, maybe I'll write a check. But like, what a completely fucking worthless skill. I don't need it at all. And it caused me so much angst as a child, needlessly. It's just insane. My country, right or wrong? This one, I could see it being, but this one with the asterisk is the correct answer because I, similarly to my explanations regarding why I installed some other quality of life mods, does anyone, like, raise your fucking hand if you don't just Google these? You're not on a timer. Like, if you actually just, like, take a wild guess and don't give a fuck about the points, like, you are the coolest motherfucker alive. Like, I really respect you for that. But it just seems like an inherently flawed mechanic because of the nature of the internet. Like, and maybe they just, I don't know, maybe the expectation is like you will have like some sort of diligence that you'll adhere to and not look this up.
その通り
But like at this point, like they already made concessions regarding the network thing is like an obvious response to, oh gee, like a lot of people are not playing this fucking game the way we want them to. They are playing it they are just looking up the answers online because the design of this game is easily exploitable using outside information. And they said, well, fuck. Well, what do we do? Well, what if we control that information that we give them in a way that sort of allows them to reach a middle ground, and we concede a little bit of our design approach to also provide the audience a more convenient experience when they play, and still relatively accomplish the same goal.
やるじゃねえか
Because when I go to look up stuff on the internet for this game, they're not accomplishing anything. I'm completely out of the game. I'm taken out, and I'm not it's awful, and my brain is not good at switching back and forth. As you can see, I am not good at doing 2 things at once. I can barely play this game while I speak. And that is something that I will obviously get better with over time. It is, it's another muscle that just needs to be flexed. as I, I don't feel at all anxious, like, talking, but, there's no question that I'm thinking and being a little bit more considerate with what I'm saying than I normally would. And that's definitely drawing a lot of my brain away from thinking about other shit. So I played exactly 1 hour and 7 minutes. So I am going to sign out, because until I get this new microphone, and really until I start giving what I'm doing with this project a little more thought, my only goal right now is just to stream for an hour every day and continue to not really even look at chat or engage with anybody until the end. Right now, let's take a look. Did anyone fucking check in? I have one viewer. It's probably me, but it could be somebody. Yeah, no, there were no messages. Awesome. Thank God. I can just fucking sign out. I don't need to pretend to do anything. In fact, I could go. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. All right. Well, this is really fun. If you happen to listen to this stream on archive, I am putting all of these up on YouTube. I just saved. I saved again. Fucking idiot! I'm really trying to stop the negative self-talk. I had a good conversation with my friend about this earlier today regarding negative reinforcement and the impact that it has on the mind. And we both discussed, and I believe him, that it works for us. Negative reinforcement, and this is depressing, I think, is actually helpful in what we use to motivate ourselves. I don't think that's a good thing, because it's too easily misinterpreted, for one, and it provokes and creates a more hostile environment in your life in general, because then you're now thinking oh fuck, I have to make sure that I'm meeting this person's expectations and standards, and the only help that they're going to provide me with that is to express that they are dissatisfied with me in a kind of a snarky and mean way. So it's I think there are better ways to deal with that. Now, my problems with my self-deprecating approach towards motivation and negative reinforcement definitely came from my childhood. And that is a hard one to overturn. It takes a lot of rerouting the messaging from your brain to the part that is actually doing the processing. You know what I mean? So it's that is a deeply it's one of the first fucking turns off the interstate of the brain. You really have to make that turn real quick. And that is a struggle, and it is often easier to just say, well, fuck it, negative reinforcement works for me, so I'm just gonna keep practicing it. But I don't think that is right for me, because I feel like when I'm mean to myself, it hurts the people that I love, and I don't want them to think that I'm not happy, and I don't want them to think that or have to be concerned about me when I'm not. I'm just really trying to say, yeah, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, you big stupid fucking moron, idiot, you fucking weak little baby, and get your ass back out there, and then, I give myself a little slap on the back, and I'm get the fuck out there, you little fuck. And it works, I don't know. It's not good. I don't think that's good at all. I think it should be, and I've had people, I had this friend, wonderful person, but like, I remember she told me, and I met another person more recently that echoed this exact same thought. And that first person told me what she does in the morning every day is she looks herself in the mirror and she says, like, you're awesome, you kick ass, you know, you're fucking badass bitch, and you deserve better. Like, and I fucking, when she told me that, I think I was like maybe 28 at the time, and I was older than that, unfortunately, and anyone who knows me would know that's not something I'm gonna be doing. And we had sort of a relationship where I could speak pretty frankly about, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that one. But you know, that idea was reintroduced to me a few months ago by somebody. I forget if it was like a fucking Uber driver or like some. I cannot remember who it was, but it was the literally exact same thing. And I know it's not. This isn't a new idea or a unique idea. Plenty of people give themselves motivation and prep talk in the mirror before they start their day. I'm aware of that. However, I don't know anyone who actually practices it because most of my friends are Midwestern, suburban white boys. And, you know, that's not really the thing we do. We mostly just feel bad about ourselves and drink. But yeah, so like, another person mentioned it to me like very recently in the last couple of months, and I really had a moment where I was like, God damn, like that sounded like the stupidest, silliest shit I have ever heard in my life just a few years ago. And I have heard it again today, and I'm like, hell yeah, like good for you. I'm so glad you do that. And that was my only thought. And I was like, I have corrected that traffic reroute in my brain so fucking good that that part, the toxic thought that I had before, I don't even get there anymore. Like eventually I did. Like when I ran, you know, on my brain's like journey back home from work or wherever the fuck they go, the little brain guys. You know, I remembered, remember when you like fucking like shat all over your friend for saying that? I didn't shit all over, but you know, like I definitely like was like, no, that's a weird thing to do. Yeah, wow. So funny how life works. Funny how we all need to focus on, you know, growth and personal development and all that. Probably a little bit more. Anyway, I figured I'd leave you guys with that. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go for a walk, and I have some leftover chicken tikka masala. I'm really fucking excited for that chicken tikka masala. I made it myself. It turned out really good. So yeah. Alright. Let's figure out how to turn this thing off again. And I already saved. Close the game. Alright. Yeah, that's it. So, take care and, you know, take care of yourself. I'll see you around. Thanks. Bye.